What's up everybody, it's Kevin here from Happy Beard Games, your source for classic gaming goodness, and I'm super excited to play this game today. This is my favorite video game of all time, like top video game ever. And it's been that way for a very long time, pretty much since I played it. I was a Super Nintendo kid in the 90s, and this was my favorite game back then. It remains my favorite right now, and that is Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo, which I'm happy to have complete in box now. Before we begin, I just want to read you a little quote from the back of the box of Super Castlevania 4, which says, "Super Castlevania 4, the gravest Castlevania adventure, breaks new ground and buries you in it." So let's get ready to jump in to Super Castlevania 4 on tonight's Hybrid Games GameTober. Alright, there's the Konami logo. We're ready to start Super Castlevania 4 for the Super Nintendo. We are playing this on an actual Super Nintendo with the CRT and a duplicator doubling it to the capture device that we're on right now. I'm super excited for this one. I love playing Super Nintendo. This is my favorite game on it once again. I've been looking for the Super Famicom version of this game. It's pretty much the same. There is blood on this title screen. Sometimes I might also enter my name as Simon, as in Simon Belmont. Alright, let's get ready to enter the Castlevania. Alright, we're at the gates to the area. We're working our way up to Dracula's castle eventually. I love how it doesn't start with Dracula's castle. Like, it's pretty much a remake of the original Castlevania for the NES. In terms of story and context, but it's also not. It's expanded upon. It's an expanded version of Castlevania 1, essentially. And if you might notice throughout this, I love this drawbridge effect. You might notice throughout this video that Simon has like a weird pixel light floating around him in certain spots. That's just something that's up with my specific cart. It's a legit cart, don't worry. It's just something's messed up with my cart where occasionally Simon Belmont will have weird glitchy things floating around him. Sometimes to an extreme degree, sometimes to a minimal degree, and sometimes not at all, depending on what you're seeing. From screen to screen, level to level. He just might have something weird, like a pixel thing might be a little off looking on him. I don't know why that is. I've had this cart since I was like 3, so I have no idea what's up with it. It wasn't always like that. Kind of happened somewhere around maybe like 10 years ago, something like that. Around the start of my YouTube channel. And yes, this is the exact same cart too. I've never bought this game twice. Yeah, the first level is like a courtyard, lots of skeletons and bats, basic enemies. You have the really cool ability, which I'll show you in just a moment, to whip and then kind of flip it around. Which is something I found out. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say something I found out recently is you can just hold it down and it'll block it. Then I was like, wait, maybe that was something else. Because you can't do that. Oops, I got hit there. Wow. There's some hidden stuff in this wall, so we're all good still. The meat will heal you. The money bags is your points. Pretty basic stuff. I mean, I feel like anyone who's watching this probably knows about this game, but maybe they don't, so occasionally I'll explain a little bit, but I'm not going to be like, this is what this does, and this is how this works. But it's more about just, the main focus and point of this video is to show a long play of me playing the entire game with commentary, and the commentary's point is to reflect on the nostalgia and the feelings that I get from playing Castlevania 4, the memories that I've had throughout the years with it, and just anything related to the experience, level after level of Castlevania 4. We're closing in towards the end, or I guess the halfway point of this stage. I always think of like the halfway point being the part that's coming up next with the, you go into like a stable or like a barn, and you can see horses in the background, but there's like ghosts in there and stuff. It's coming up pretty quick. I don't know if it's like a stable or a barn or just like a house. So you're going through this like haunted like village basically. With like a castle town village. Are you kidding me? Okay, something blipped. I don't know if it was my power or what. The power has been going out recently, but the power did not go out. I don't know what the heck happened there. If that happens again, I'll double check my setup. In fact, I'm going to actually make sure it's actually still recording right now on the gameplay. Because it did like a blip thing. Okay, it's all good. We're still recording. I don't know what... I was going to be like, are you kidding me? Because, like, we've had windstorms recently and the power's going out. I don't know what happened there. I think my Elgato or something in the connection decided to, like, blip. Where the screen went blank for a second, which could have thrown me off really bad. One other thing I want to check real quick, guys, before I continue, I want to make sure it's actually in stereo sound, because the last... Yeah, it's all good. The last game I recorded, which was Casper for the PlayStation, it was not in stereo sound. I don't know why, so I had to like do like a fake duplicate stereo upon editing it. I think it's something up with my the PlayStation 1 plugin, because this is on the same splitter box and this goes to the same cables to the Elgato as my PlayStation 1. They're all using HD Retrovision cables, but this is there's something must be something up specifically with the PlayStation game that I was playing. Not the game, but like the setup of the PlayStation. You can see there's like even more like little pixels, like when Simon's attacking, you can see that little like splash underneath. That's not supposed to be there. That's just something that happens on my specific copy of the game. You can see little like pixels like floating around. It's like it's a hitbox or animation box has like pixels that are like spilling out into like an area. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to call it. It's just a weird thing. I've tried cleaning the cart. I've tried resetting it. It just happens when it wants to. It comes and goes. This one I always like to just throw these at him until I kill the horse. So it's like I don't really use my sub-weapons too often in the first stage. They don't really give you too many good sub-weapons on the first stage anyways. And I just whip the heck out of the knight. Let's see if I can get the cool shot. No, I didn't. I messed that up bad. We'll get it eventually. It's been a little while since I played this. Not like too long where like it feels unfamiliar, but definitely like a little while. I think the last time I played it might have been on the Switch. On that collection. And then I've also got it on the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. It's on there too. I can take this little map intermission to drink some coffee. Now we're in the graveyard area, or it starts in the graveyard in the forest. Which is a really good transition of like, you'll see the world map, and it's like you're going from here to here, A to B. But the progression on the actual stage graphics and layout is really smooth too. I mean, I know there's screen to screen, like a little light like loading in between screens. But like, so you're starting out in like a graveyard in the woods, then you go down into a cave, and this level is going to go on into the caves eventually, but it goes back up. So it gives you a little taste of like what's coming up next, kind of. It's like you're going underground a little bit. There's like a murky swamp you go through too, and a bunch of other cool stuff. It really gives you the idea that Simon is not just, he's not just starting out at Dracula's castle like he does in the original. He's actually going on a huge adventure to get to the castle. Now, I don't have to do this, but if you jump off of here, you go up here, you can get the cross/boomerang weapon, which is one of the best weapons in the game. It might be the best weapon in the game. It also kind of narrows down to preference or how good you are with each weapon, but this is probably the best. Overall, the best choice in the game for a sub-weapon. So you want to hang on to that. This part used to get me tricked up when I was a kid. I would always fall in that pit because I was not used to the jumping when I first played this. But now, it's not so bad. There are a couple parts that are going to get kind of tricky or challenging for me. throughout the game, and I can think of a few of them. One of them being a couple boss fights before Dracula. I think also Death is going to be pretty tricky. The Grim Reaper. Oops. And then another one that's going to be tricky is the cellar stage, like in its entirety, is a hard level. And there's a level after the cellar stage, which I think has a clock tower. That one, I don't want to get the item in there. The clock tower is pretty tricky because there's a lot of hanging off of ledges with your whips. And that is a little tricky. It's not like super hard, it's just it can be tricky. Health pack in there, or health pack wall meat. I feel like the majority of the start of this game is pretty simple. Oh, oops, as I get hit. Like, you can kind of get through, like, at least all the way up to Dracula's castle. Then it feels like there's a difficulty spike, which is appropriate because you're entering, you know, his territory. So yeah, there's definitely a difficulty spike once you get into Dracula's castle, I would say. I think I got hit there. What was that? An extra life? Ooh. And there's one thing I was noticing that I don't think I've ever really thought of before, and I don't know if it's any use for anything in the game. When you jump and you press back, like if you're jumping and you're already in the air and you press reverse, you kind of like slide around a little bit in midair. And then I notice if you're jumping and you whip, and then you kind of, what was I doing? I was like doing something like this. Yeah, like that, how you kind of slide back. I notice that you slide back just ever so slightly more than if you were just jumping by yourself. See, if you jump by yourself without the whip, you can kind of slide around a little bit in midair. But with this, you can, if you have the whip out, you slide a little bit back further if you choose to. So you can kind of do this like back jump thing. I don't know if there's any use for it. I've never done it before until today. I was just kind of messing around, and it was before I started recording, and I don't know. Okay, that was super easy boss. No, for some reason you don't get an emblem on that boss. You just kind of continue on. The 2 icon allows you to, Roman numeral 2 allows you to throw your sub-weapon 2 at a time. You can also upgrade it later on to a 3, but you have to have the 2 in order to get the 3. So it's hard to find the 3. I don't even think you get it on this stage. And then that allows you to do the same thing, but triple. This item here is not a sub-weapon, it just lets you turn invisible for a little while. Invisible, invincible kind of thing. I think you can still get killed if you fall down a pit or into spikes, but you can also, you know, survive any enemy hit as if you were transparent. This part can be a little tricky with the spikes on the ground, because if you're playing it for the first time, you might not know where the placement is. But it's not too bad. And the water kind of pushes you back and forth, like it has a nice current feel to it. Oh, okay, I dodged that, was weird. I also thought those like demon bat guys that I'm killing now looks vaguely like the Ninja Turtles, which is funny because Konami published and developed the Ninja Turtle games at this time. Did they reuse some kind of asset? Maybe not, maybe. Also do gotta keep an eye on the time. I got like 2 hours, I believe, before I gotta go to work. So from this moment, I got about an hour and 45 minutes. I don't really know exactly how long it'll take me to beat this game, so there might be a second half. But I'll let you know in the video when there's that divider. I would love to do it all in one sitting, but I really don't have the time for it. It would be either after work or before work, and I'm like, oh, I have more energy before work. And this is my last day to do this before Halloween. Except for, I don't know, I might be going in early on Halloween to work. So maybe this is like the last day I could do this if I want to do this for before Halloween. And then I gotta edit it and all that and upload it, which my internet speeds are really good right now, so Uploading like an 8 GB file only took like 10 minutes or something. It was kind of crazy. I was like, whoa. I uploaded a video not too long ago. Earlier today. Oh, get rid of the cross and accident. There's another one coming up, but it won't keep the Roman numeral thing. So if you got the Roman numeral while you're holding a cross, like I just had before, then you pick up another sub-weapon, it deletes the Roman numeral thing, which kind of sucks. Yeah, you gotta be careful not switching them out too much. But now I have another cross, and then I got this. And then, I always thought there was something in there, but I don't think there is. You kind of like squeeze yourself in there. I don't know what the point of that is, but I noticed that you could do that. I know you don't have to go down here and do all this. You get some extra items. You get the holy water, and a big heart. But I'm just like, I played it so much though, it's like, I just do that every time kind of thing. It's like, you ever played a game that you played so much that you kind of like fall into the same habits every time you play it? Whether they be good or bad habits. Like, I don't know, do I need to do that? No, but it did help me out, so it's not really like anything negative that's going to impact the game. But later on, there might be habits where like, oh, I messed up on this boss. How do I remember? Do I remember how to beat it or not? And I gotta think about it for a little while. Usually once you've completed something in a game, you're pretty good at like being able to do it again. And I have beaten this game multiple times. I don't know, I can't even directly say how many times I've beaten it. I also do a thing on Castlevania games. I did this on this one first, but I also did it on the original Castlevania. Or once I get to Dracula, who's the final boss usually, I will practice him on repeat. Just like over and over and over and over until I get the patterns right, so I can beat him like significantly well enough. So I can master him. I did that when I first beat Castlevania 1, and then I did it earlier this year when I was playing through Castlevania 1. What I like to do is I like to use save states to get to the boss, and then fight the boss legit without using save states during the boss or any rewinds or anything like that. Just getting me to the boss so I can practice the boss over and over, because back in the day you couldn't really do that. I know people say that, but I actually do have a thing from back in the day that's for the Super Nintendo that allows you to do save states, and it actually came out in like the 90s. It's actually pretty cool. I'm not using it right now, but I could use it. It's a cool device. It's kind of like a Game Genie, but it's a little different. It kind of inserts the carts like a Game Genie. Anyways, yeah, I do like to practice the final boss over and over, and then like, yeah, but I'll get to the boss, I'll make a checkpoint or a save state, and then I'll work on the boss and then beat it legit. There's the item in there, but I'm not going to grab it. And there's all this, and then we exit to the next part of the level, which is, it's cool how it transitions from like a cave system, and you go up the cave too, up and out of the cave, and you go to this like, looks like ancient Greece a little bit with this, the structures in the background. If you wait a little bit, these blocks will stop falling, and you don't have to worry about them hitting you as you walk across. It's cool. There's an eyeball guy. Sometimes I kill that with the cross too. Oh, I didn't dodge fast enough. Slow down. I have a lot of hearts. I don't even need these. I have 99 hearts. Technically I don't even need to open an item. Unless it has food in it, like that one. Oh, why did I get hit? I mean, I know why I got hit, but I was like, why did I have to get hit there? Oh, let's go this way. Eyeball guy. I know who's coming up. I've been here before. That was my Frodo. I think it was a Frodo quote. Oh, that was a little. Oh, that was a close one. I'm surprised I did that. Hey, I got the 2 again. Sweet. Which you might have been able to get a 3 if you had it at this point, because I think the 2, if you don't have a sub weapon, it's not going to come with that. It's going to come with something else. And then if you have a 2 and you get where the 2 would be normally, it would give you a 3. And this guy reaching over the edge can do a ton of damage, by the way. And watch this, boom! There was an item in there that destroys all enemies on screen. Okay, let's... Whoa. Okay. Pop that guy up. Destroy this dragon. So the boss of this stage will be a dragon as well. You just do a small jump on that little loop. No! No, no, we're not gonna die here. We're not gonna die here. Oh my god. That was like one of the biggest I've ever done. Like, that was a big oof. That was a big oof. Luckily there's a health pack right here. But not like a big one. Got it memorized. Okay, we're almost to the boss. You jump all the way through, and then you jump out there, and you jump up here, and then here comes the boss. We've got the 2, so we might do alright. This boss can get a little tricky, because if you fall in the water, you're dead. Or if you fall off the shelf water, you can die. You gotta watch out for their breath attacks. They don't really do anything else. That one can throw you off. Like, literally, it'll throw you off. The one that shoots out, like, the fireballs instead of just the breath. I'm just gonna keep spamming these because I got a ton of these and they're just gonna go away at the end of this level. Okay, here we go. Cool jump! I told you we'd get it. The cool jump. That's the cool pose. There's a couple cool poses you can do. There's a downward and there's like an upward. So maybe next time I'll try to get the upward one. Which the upward one's easier to get because usually you're jumping up towards it. But this one I jump downward so you get the cool pose. Freeze frames on it. It's nice. That's a fun level. I love that level. Level 3. You know, I always think level 3 is long. Level 4 also seems pretty long. I'm not really sure which is longer of the two. The level's pretty cool though. It's like a special, like, it's like an outpost castle is what I think of it as. Where it's like, yeah, it's not, you're not quite at Dracula's castle yet, but here's like a smaller, like, skeleton castle. There's a lot of bones and the decorations here, but there's a lot more variety to it. Ooh, we got the 3, that's what I was talking about, the Roman numeral 3, which will allow you to use your sub-weapon 3 times. Like, if you saw on the boss, I was doing it like 2 at a time, 2 at a time. You have to do it 3, as long as I don't pick up anything else to get rid of it. So I think there's an item in there. One of those, maybe. It might have an item. Let's get out of here. Go up. Got hair in my mouth. Like that. You can do 3 at a time, which a little bit of a waste there, but kind of overkilled that guy. Now I gotta wait for that to go away. Now, unlike ghosts and goblins, they actually fade away pretty quickly. You gotta jump right away on those things, which if you're using a capture device that has a bad refresh rate or a bad capture frame rate, like if you're capturing this at 30 FPS and you're playing it on a window where it's 30 FPS and this is supposed to be a 60 FPS game, I've run into this in the past, like a long time ago when I used to record my Let's Plays using a VCR. These things were like impossible to get through. Like I had to like, I don't even know what I had to do. I don't think I could get past this level. There's something in my mouth. I mean, this guy, you can take advantage of the area and destroy him from below. Now, those ones you have to jump and then jump on off immediately, because as soon as you touch them, they will begin to flip like a Tetris. I want to get hearts, but I want to be careful when opening candles to not remove my weapon. Oh, that bat almost got me. That bat got me. I wasn't really like on the controller all the way. Here's the mini boss. There's another boss in this area too. I don't know what it is. Might be the ghost dancers. I think it's something else. Oh, whoa. Like, whoa there. We killed him fast, but I walked a little too close to his tongue. Now it's time to show off the Super Nintendo's graphical capabilities. I love how there's like the dead guy there. Okay, so here's a room that uses mode 7 to rotate it. Konami was just like, look at all this cool stuff we can do with the Super Nintendo hardware now. Let's have the players go through this. And then, don't forget, you gotta stand here, and there's a bunch of Medusa heads coming out. This can get tricky at times. I find it best to get them, as they're coming down. Oh my god. That's it. We're going all out. I don't want to die here. That'd be sad. Oh my god. And then you hang onto this, and there's spikes, and then you gotta fly over the spikes. And I'm landing on the platform. My hands are getting sweaty because I got hit by a Medusa twice. That never happens. It's when you're Let's Playing is when it gets tricky. It's because you're commentating and you're thinking about things other than just the game itself, which, you know, it's all my own fault, but it's part of the experience. So left, right. Don't press down on this. And you go out here. I've had it where I fell through the ground there one time. It like glitched out or something. Now here's another cool mode 7 room. I think this might have a bunch of these like pop things. This is really cool, but it is a little laggy, so you gotta get used to that. You get used to it pretty quick, but it's just like this one room that's like super laggy. It's a super cool effect. I would love to see this like this specific room, if they could render it at like 60 FPS. Would be awesome. There's some meat, that'll help. There's another room kind of like this coming up too, but it's not, doesn't use any of the effects of the Super Nintendo, it just uses sideways sliding, which is a little more straightforward too. This is just like, why are they doing all this effects? And this is like one of the only times in the game they do this kind of mode 7 effect, but it's really cool. And they use something kind of like this in some of the PlayStation and PS and GBA Castlevania games. I also love when the music changes, it gets a little more upbeat. This one you just gotta pay attention to the patterns of these blocks that are coming in. And then make sure you're not getting squished. Some of them you can kind of ride forever and just kind of find your path. If you go into the first one, I believe, and then work your way down. I can run down here real quick. And go downward. That's the one you want to go to. Otherwise, you're going to be going up for a long time. And you don't need to do that. It's a waste of time. This one you just hug the right on your thumb, on your D-pad, and then you jump at the end. So that's all you gotta do to get through that. It looks complicated, and it can be if you start going up in the wrong area, and it kind of loops around vertically. But you don't need to do that. You just ride it out, or ride it out and go down, or not even ride it out. Just go down. There was a health picked up. This guy's dead. I got the best weapons. I got everything right now. Here comes a second boss, which is the rock guy. For some reason I don't remember him being the boss of this level, but I remember him being here. See if I can kill him with just crosses. Oh, I got hit. Did I get him? Oh, I thought I was gonna kill him. That's good. He's too short. He's one hit. Oh. What was I gonna do? Almost got it. A little late on that one. I just like the oh. It's like burr. It builds up so loudly, and it's like oh, and he flies off. It kind of reminds me of that arena where you're fighting that rock guy. Is like, it reminds me of when you fight the Koopalings in Mario World. It kind of looks like kind of layout. Pause. This is a tricky level, and the reason I paused is, oh my god, it's gonna be really tricky if you don't do it fast enough. I do need more hearts. I use a lot of, well, I guess it takes away your hearts. But I do need to collect more hearts. I was saying, this level can be tricky because the time limit is very, very short. You don't want to mess around this level too much because the time limit runs out very quickly. Look at it already. It only starts you with like 100, or maybe 200 seconds. I feel like it almost seemed less than that. Maybe like 180 seconds, which is like 3 minutes. Which is short in this game. When this level's still fairly big. It's not as big as the previous levels, but it's also whoa. No, I thought it was gonna fade away. I thought I was gonna be able to jump over it, so I was like, oh, I don't need to fade away. It's okay. We got this. It doesn't matter. If you kill the whatever the harpy looking thing is that drops the gremlin. If you kill the harpy first, it'll destroy both of them, so you don't have to worry about them dropping and then having two things attacking you. Here's the underground crypt area. I guess it doesn't matter, I can pick up everything now because I don't have the best weapon. So I'll just check everything. I think I've done there. Oh, that happens a lot. Where like I'll get health and then I'll get hit. You can see it's playing the music that it played at the beginning of the game. This is leading up the steps to Dracula's castle. Alright, now we're in Dracula's castle, which has its own separate map, starting with stage 6. Stage 5 was really short. You can skip that, I guess. There's demon dogs that respawn when they come back. These are like zombie dogs. And they act a little bit like dry bones on Mario World, or Mario 3, I guess. But the dry bones, there's also skeletons in this that are also similar to dry bones, which are the red skeletons. I guess I'll keep that one. I don't know which one to pick. Dodge that. Yeah, that's pretty good on the axe armors. These zombie guys run at you. These axe armors take a few hits to kill, for sure. Now, this is where I mentioned earlier in the video that, yeah, this definitely takes a little bit of a a difficulty spike. I walked off the edge there. I'm gonna pause and just make sure everything is still recording because there was that weird blip, but that was a while ago. And I just realized I didn't actually check everything that I could have checked. If I continue at this rate, which I don't want to jinx it. If I continue at the rate that I'm going, I don't think I'll have a problem with time. If you stand still on these, you probably won't slide around too much. You jump off that. This is another one of those showing off the Mode 7 for Super Nintendo, but I think this is the last of those. There might be there's something else kind of like it later on, which is like, I think it's like when the stairs are like, there's like some kind of like blades coming up the stairs or something level towards the end of the game. Which that's another level that's impossible if you're playing it at 30 FPS on a bad capture device. And you're seeing it through that capture device, you're gonna have so much input delay. It's not even like that it has to be 60 FPS or 30 FPS. It's more like if your capture device has any type of lag to it, latency. If it does that, then on future level and some other parts of the game, you're gonna have a super hard time, especially with items or obstacles that are very touchy, like those traps where you stand on them and they just fall. That part always freaks me out because I always feel like I'm gonna fall there, but I don't know if I've ever actually died there. And here's a secret coming up that'll help you out a lot. It doesn't give you any extra lives, I don't think, unless you're close to it on points. But if you go here, it's just after the first or second candle. Let me check. Somewhere around here on the floor. I think it's down here. So before you start seeing the enemies, I believe, you get to the enemies, you're going too far. You go down this. This is one of the secret areas in the game. I think there's another one in the gold room area, the gold level. That dog can actually hurt you, so watch out. I don't know what the point of this is, but the music's really good. You have to kill the guy's dog. I think it did give me an extra life, just for the points of that. I don't want to pick up that because I do want to keep this weapon. I wish my health was a little bigger though. Yeah, the guy cries because you killed his ghost dog, and then I don't know what's up with this scene, what it represents or whatnot. But they made their own BGM, like their own music for this one hidden room in the game. So, I don't know what it is, but it's actually a pretty good little tune. I don't have it with me, that's still at my mom's house, but I have the soundtrack for this on vinyl, and that's a really nice soundtrack to have. It actually sounds a little bit higher quality than it does on the Super Nintendo on the vinyl, because it's like the actual like sound source or something like that. We're gonna exit that now. It's just a pretty good tune. And those candle things, when they pop out at the bottom, will also hurt you as well. Okay, well, so much for having that item that I just got. I just picked up an axe. Oh, I just died. That was our first death. I got really distracted. Yeah, let's focus. That was bad. Looks like I just earned an extra life. So it's kind of like I didn't do anything. I don't think you can access this bonus room twice. He can't. It'll be right there. The bad thing is now I gotta get all my stuff again. When you die, you lose everything, even your whip upgrades. So now I do need the axe. What are these ectoplasm things? These dancers. Why am I having a hard time with that? And those guys look like Bill Clinton a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna take the advantage of going underneath them. And this guy needs to go out of here. They don't do too much damage, the ghosts. But still. There's a doubler. That would have been handy. If I didn't die and, you know, lose the thing. Which I guess I lost it before I died, so it doesn't matter. It's all good. We're still doing pretty good. I'm not so much worried about dying or losing stuff, because I know I can do it. I'm mainly worried about, like, I don't know why I'm worried about it. I can just use a continue. There's cheat codes, or there's a password function, which is kind of like a cheat code. If not, I can use a cheat code online if I, for some reason, don't get to the password function. I'll just continue. If I do continue, I'm not going to continue from the exact spot where I was at, so I'll just kind of like have to backtrack a little bit because it sets you to the start of the level. Let's get it as close as I can. Oh, that's close. These ones are tricky, these little coffins will chase you. If you turn around, you can get hit by them, but it's not that big of a deal because there's meat right there, and then you can just kind of go through it. Is there something in this wall? No. Go up here. Go there. Go there. I was just gonna mention, where's Molly Moo Cow? I haven't seen her. I feel like I missed her. I always think the Molly Moo Cow head, which is that like weird blob down there, whatever that's supposed to be, that gray blob. I always think I get that mixed up with like right before you walk up to Dracula's front door of the castle when the map changes. But I always think it's there, but it's not. It's here. It's just like further in. This is still level 6. So level 6 is a long stage. Yeah, level 6 is long. Like, we've been on this for a while. 6-3. Even on this screen, 6-3. Big wall meat. I didn't really need it. I'm kind of surprised there's a big one in there. There's like these weird hands that like grab you and then you get attacked. I don't really know. Oh, that's what they do. I guess if you jump, it'll really mess you up. So don't jump into those guys. So normally you can just hit them like that. I was like, I don't know what they really do. They don't really hurt me that much. Ooh, that was close. Let's get out of here. Did we already get to the library level? No, I'm totally mixing this game up. I'm mixing up the library with like one of the first levels in the game. This one's fun. You can just kind of destroy them all from a distance. I don't know what the point of that is. And these tables will try to kill you, as you just saw. First one's going to be ghost dancers and the tables. That's a weird enemy, a table. Oh, this has a pop. Oh. I believe the boss of this stage is dancing ghosts. But they also have like arrows that they shoot at you, which can make it really tricky. There's extra life in here. Get me up there. I think there's a checkpoint up here, or maybe just down there. Health is a little low, but we might be able to do this if I'm careful. It's mainly about dodging these arrows, so they can really mess you up. Oh! I'm dead. Oh no! I thought I could jump far enough to get around them in time, but I obviously couldn't. Don't fade it on me. I definitely need that. I just didn't have enough health for that fight. So I think I can do it. I'm not sure, but I think that 1-up respawns. Unlike the bonus room, it actually, I think it does reset the 1-up. I could be wrong about that. We'll find out. There's a 1-up in the wall just underneath the boss area. I don't know if it'll give me a sub-weapon, but I don't know if I necessarily need a sub-weapon for this boss. There's that. You really need to fight them. Points. I say the points don't matter, but look how many lives I've gotten through the points. That was a mistake. That was a huge mistake, not killing the table. I think there's a health pack up here, though. That's not health. None of those... I don't know how a sub-weapon, doesn't matter. I think there's health in here, though. Here it is. Okay, we got almost full health. We should be able to do this. So we got the long whip. You definitely want to dodge the arrows. And the sword thrust that they do. Which, I don't know how that got me, but... I risked it all and just stood in place. Just gonna kneel. I don't know, I just risked it all and stood in place. I was like, maybe if I just keep hitting them, they'll die first. And they did, so I got lucky. Now stage 7. Drink the rest of my coffee. Oh yeah, I guess there's a timer on my camcorder. It's not the time, it's just the time of the video. So once it gets to like an hour from now, then or half an hour from now, then I gotta worry. Now this is the level with the haunted library in it. For some reason this level, I don't know, like libraries aren't really scary, but something about this level is like makes it like one of the creepiest or eeriest at least levels in the game. I don't know what's up with this level. If there's ever a creepy library, this is one of them. It's like top tier creepy library. It might be something to do with the music too. Which I don't know, like on its own it's not like scary, and the music on its own isn't really scary either. But like something about like the visuals, the atmosphere, the look and feel and the music is like adds some kind of eerie vibe to me for some reason. It could be just a me thing. I don't know what those statues are supposed to represent. They almost look Egyptian in a way. The ones with the glowing eyes that don't do anything. I can't believe I knew that was going to happen because I noticed there was 2 of them inside each other. And I was like, I can't kill both of them. I didn't know there was 2 of them inside each other though. I knew that like right like a second before I died. I was like, there's 2? Yeah, that was dumb. I really got to be careful. Yeah, I'm not going to do what I did last time. That was messed up. There was 2 of the ghosts inside each other and it knocked me back too far because I couldn't kill them quick enough. Those actually do have a lot of health too, those ghosts. Yeah, I gotta start being careful. I'm not being a little risky here, like carelessly risky. More than I normally would. I do want to get down there though. Why was there 2? If there's not 2 this time, that's... Okay, get out of here. There's not 2 this time. Why was there 2? Last time there was obviously 2 inside themselves. There's something... Oh, there's nothing in there. Okay, never mind. There's no point going down there. I mean, there's a couple hearts, but nothing much. I don't have a sub weapon. Where is it? Oh, that's a good one. I'll kill this one just to get him out of the way. Okay, here. There's some weird enemies in this stage that'll show up in a little bit. Like a weird like centipede thing that runs around and explodes. And there's some strange things on this level too. I think this part that's coming up, we just we can like skip through it. Yeah, this part where you're going down here, you can kind of like skip, because when you jump, you kind of fall through things. So you can kind of skip your way across this level if you're careful, unlike me, who's not careful. Okay, that's not what you want to do in Castlevania 4. Oh my god, we're back at the start. Okay, this time we'll be actual careful. But usually I do actually jump through the level like that. So I don't know what's up with that. Usually that's actually what I do, is I jump through. Maybe not as carelessly as I did before. I know I was just saying, oh yeah, I'm being too careless. I'm going to be more careful. And then I wasn't. What? Why don't I remember this guy being here? I don't remember having to do that. That's weird. I remember these guys for sure. Oh, there's a big heart there, you might as well pick that up. The little ones on the other side I'm not risking getting, but I'm still gonna try to kill that ghost. I'm afraid of no ghost. I'm busted. You do want to fall down there, straight down. If you fall on the stairs, you'll clip through them. Not as like a defect of anything, it's just that's the way the game is. If you're jumping, you can't land on the stairs. That ghost is getting a little too close. I'm gonna kill him. Make him double dead. Okay, so I've got a lot of health, and I've got the cross. Should be alright to just jump a little ways. Okay. Now we're gonna be careful for the rest of it. Doesn't make all the enemies chase you either, which is cool. Oh. Get out of my way. And there should be a checkpoint. Oh wait, we're not at the bottom yet. Okay, there should be a checkpoint once I exit this area. There might have been a health in that thing. I don't know. Did it hit him? I feel like there's like a wall meat coming up. I want to be very careful. That was tricky. Got the floating magic books. Unless I made it through that area. I think we're good. That guy, he comes back like a dry bones, so you're gonna wanna do what I just did, basically. didn't really want. But it is handy for doing that. Whoa. No! Oh my god. That was messed up. Well, at least I continue from here. I was like, oh, I did it. And then I was like, no! It was like the sudden realization of, you messed up. Are you kidding me? I can't believe that happened. Their axes go that far out? Taking him down. I'm just not even messing around with that guy. I might want to kill that guy too. I'm not sure. Oh my god. What the heck? These books are weird. What the heck? It's throwing me off. I'm like looping around. Oh my god. If I missed that, I'm just so sad. I'm getting axe back. Oh my god. Get me out of here. Oh my gosh. I forgot how much I don't like this level. Where are these bats going nuts? There's a whole flock of them. Swarm. What do you want to call it? These things with the balls will like drop and break on you. Wall made in here. Oh. Didn't need it though. I don't think I needed it. Surprisingly I didn't get hurt. Well, it was because if you got hurt in the last area, you would just fall and die. So it's like either you get hurt or I just die. I'll be careful not to hit the candles through the walls because they won't respawn when you go back to get them. So this part has like this little like guy in the rug, bug in the rug that like will lift you up to the spikes. And that's messed up. What's that? I like that picture of the skeleton, stacked bones and the skull. It's kind of weird. Kind of silly. Something good in here, right? Kind of good. Well. Oh my god, everything respawned. Oh, that guy can really mess you up too. Just used guys with that, whatever the heck they're supposed to be. I don't know, I thought they looked weird. Too. Ooh, almost lost my cool there. Let's see. Let me get in there. No! Oh my god, I went down fast to get it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll still be able to grab it after I'm done being invincible. And then it was just worth nothing. What a waste. Waste of food, waste of health. These weird old lady portraits are strange. I don't really know what's up with them. Kinda creepy. You crouch, you should be alright. There's a part where there's like two of them coming at you, I think. I don't really, like, you can't kill those things, I don't think. Anything over here? It looks like there's a wall, like there should be a wall there, but there's not a wall. Okay. Oh, what? Why they do that? Like they automatically walk you up a ways. Like it automatically walked me up the stairs, and then it's like you're getting hit in the head with an axe. But you can actually go down a little bit lower. So why didn't it start me where it did? Oh, that guy could kill me. That guy could have totally killed me. Those guys with the hammers, they do like, I swear, they do like 5 or 6 hit boxes of damage. Something like that. Here's a boss coming up, which is a knight. He's pretty tricky. I have the 2, so I gotta remember to use that. Oh my god. Focus! Oh my god, I thought I was gonna die for sure. Cool pose. That's the other cool pose. Instead of going like down, you go up. I thought I was gonna die for sure. I was like, his weapon broke and he had a different attack pattern, and he had a little more health than I thought he did, or at least his defense seemed like it was stronger. One of the last 2 bars of health. We're on stage 8. This is where it gets a little tricky, so I'm feeling a little jittery. So maybe this is a good place to take a break. I'll give it an attempt though. If I do get a game over, this will be a good place to get a password, and then I'll continue after work. I would have loved to do it in one session, but like not one session like as in lives. That's not what I meant. I meant one session as in like me playing it. But I'll see how far I get on this one. I do got some good items at the moment. Watch out for that. That hurts you. There's always a sewer stage. Or a cellar stage. Oh, man. Music in this is cool, but this level, this is a hard level for me. I've always had a hard time with this specific stage. I don't know why. Like, for a while I was like, I couldn't even like do it right. You can just jump on. That one's not gonna hurt you really. Well, it'll hurt you, but it won't. Not unless you jump. Really bad. What you want to do is get on that thing. It'll bring you back up. Ooh. That was bad. That was really... I'm dead. That's nothing I could do. Well, it might have been something. Let's give it another try. I think I got 2 more lives. It says 1, but I think there's 2. Let's jump on these, I believe. You never really do that, but you can. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Oh, that was cool. He was like off with his shot. That was weird. I was standing still, and he still missed me. That was weird, because usually they're pretty spot on with like their attacks. Yeah, this is definitely like a good stopping point. I feel like I'll do better if I take a little break as well. Like just kind of like stare at nature for a while, or stare outside, walk outside, or touch grass. I'm need a little break from this game right now. I'm hyped up right now. It's kind of intense. I got a sub weapon. I didn't get that. I have to wait for it to like go down and slam it. Oh, there's meat right there. Sweet. I remember that. So we're gonna play it again. So we're probably gonna be redoing this stage. If I don't complete it, then we're gonna be redoing this stage. I'm jumping this too. Messed it up. If the spikes touch you like even for a split bit, they will mess you up. They won't mess you up, they'll just kill you instantly. These ones I think kill you instantly too, I'm not sure. I don't really know. I like the sound it makes. Oh shit, I'm messing around. Get that guy out of here. So this is like the water level. I just realized this is like the water stage with the Greek structures. Oh, I got extra life. Well, I guess we're gonna keep playing. No escape. So it's like the water level, but What's the water level? It's not really water, but where the fishmen. It's like that, but harder. So it's like the advanced version of it. I wonder if that's true for the ooh, did not know that was there. I wonder if that's true for this game. Like, you know, there's like the first level where you're outside Dracula's castle, and you're in Dracula's castle. I wonder if they like have counterparts in a way. I've just never noticed that. No. Almost made it. I was wondering because like, oh, that hurts you. That like poisons you. Why did I not remember it doing that? It's like, I'm gonna go back and get the cross. Oh wait, I'm dead. I'm dead. Goes into a rug. I think this might be the checkpoint for this level, or maybe it's the next room. It's either this or the next screen over. Give me some health. What the heck is that? Give me some health, please. Give me some health. You want to watch out for those like broken ones. If you hit them with your whip, they will shatter and then also hurt you. I don't like this layout. I don't know what to do. No, I know what to do. Ooh, health. Ooh. So please give me help. And then it did, kind of. I think there's a tricky part coming up soon. I mean, that's the whole game, but you know, the whole game is tricky. But I think there's like a extra tricky, sticky part coming up soon. Because I remember this level being really hard. I remember the boss being hard too. Wait, is this the one? What's the boss of this level? It's not the gold bat. The gold bat's not too bad. I don't remember what the boss. Oh, is it like a Frankenstein type thing? Something like electric guy. I think. Maybe? No. What's in there? Ooh, nice. Oh, shoot. That was scary. That was intense. This guy's gonna kind of kill. 2 hits, I guess. Oh, I gotta jump. I didn't know. Oh no, I don't want that. This is hard. I don't remember how to do this. There's also one where, oh, I remember why this level is hard. There's a thing where it like blinks the platforms real quick, and it's like, it's kind of like random. It's like, I don't know how to do it exactly. Just, sometimes you mess up, sometimes you don't. I think it's coming up soon, so I'll let you know what it is. This is a really tricky pattern. I don't know what's up with this. Okay, they go down, and they go down there. Just gonna, oh my god. I thought I had it. I was like 1 off. Like a split second off. I feel like I could have gotten that if I was just like a little bit faster. Which is why this level was hard, because there's all these like death traps when you're like in a dungeon. And some of them are like, but a lot of the things will just kill you instantly here. Either that or it's like the poison sludge slime. Is this one invisible then? I'm not gonna use it necessarily. Yeah, this is a hard level. I can do it, it might take me a few tries for sure. This is one of the harder ones, and I'm always like worried about playing this level. I'm like, do I have to play this level though? Oh, I don't want to go there. Watch out for the drippers. Okay, and then it hits me, okay. And I got that, which I don't need that. Where do I want it? Okay. Oh, whoa, hold on. Okay. So once you get to this part, you get a little checkpoint. You get a little resting area, at least. Not a checkpoint, but a resting area. You can take a breather for a sec. Let's make sure we know what we're doing here. Go, go, go. Are we up here? One of these guys. looking good. Is there anything up here? What's the point of going up there? It's just a place they needed. Oh, this is the part. This is like, it's like the Mega Man blocks, but it's like the only time they do this in this game, and it's really tricky. And once you get to this, that is the boss. Okay, let's see. No, that was gonna mess me up. Okay. You go on that one. Once it starts flickering, you jump. And there's a bunch of spikes falling at you too. That's scary. That freaks me out. Okay, let's mess this guy up. Oh, yeah, this is like a Frankenstein guy. Oh, watch out for those. Die, monster, you don't belong in this world. I beat the cellar stage. Yes. Let's get out of here. To the moon. I am so glad I beat that on my first, like I didn't get a game over on that. I'm so glad I didn't like game over. I continue on that one. Wait. No, there's more levels than this, right? Yeah, there's like another section. I think there's a third map. I was gonna say this is not the end of the game. This level's fun. I love the music here too. It kind of builds up, but it's a really good song. Little points from the treasure boxes. We're probably gonna end at this level because I feel like this is a good place. What the heck was that guy failing? I feel like this is a good place to stop, and this is like a good place. Yeah, this is a good place to stop level 9. If I'm gonna take a break at all, this is gonna be where I'm gonna want to stop. Gold skeletons. This level kind of reminded me of the Goonies a little bit. Not like too much, just because it's like gold and skeletons. Oh, I really wanted to get up there. I don't know what's up there. A bunch of goodies. I don't like how the ground breaks there. It's freaky. Also a really hard part in this level where you're hook shotting. You don't have to do it, but it's like an optional thing, and it'll give you some kind of item or like a teleporter or something like that. I think that's a bonus room. Like a second bonus room, but it doesn't have as much stuff as the other one. I don't remember exactly. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's okay if I... This might be it right here, actually. It's okay if I die, because I just need to get that password so I can continue. I'll kill this guy first. Where's... I don't know. I can't get up there now. Yeah, we're going to take a little break. Not because this is hard, but because it's... I feel like fatigue from doing the... last level. The last level was like straining on my mental health. Okay, if you can imagine that. I don't know. It was fun. I'm happy I beat it, and I did it pretty well. All things considered, I did a pretty good job on that last level. Like better than I usually do on the cellar, as well as the boss fight. Which usually I'm like, when I'm playing it on like the Switch or a collection or something, I'm just gonna skip the cellar. So I haven't actually played the cellar fully in a long time, so I'm really happy I was able to do that. But with this, I just want to see if I can get to one spot real quick. I want to see if we can do this better. This guy's out of the way. I don't know how to get past that bat. It's like you have to jump over him, but the thing's breaking and you can get up there. I'm not really sure how you get through that though. That's the one thing that I want to see. But I am going to get a continue password and continue this tonight. Hopefully tonight I'll have time for it. If not, I mean, you'll still see it in the same video. Oops. Alright, that was my first game over. I don't know if that was like, I consider it a legit game over because I wasn't really trying too hard on the last, since this level started. But I do want to get the password, so I'm going to press start on there. And then it's Kevin. If you guys want to use this password, you have to enter the name Kevin, and then you have to enter all this stuff. And normally I'd write it down, but I'm recording it, so I can just rewind it. That's it for the first half-ish. Probably more than half. That's probably like the first 75% of the game. Super Castlevania 4 on Hybrid Games is GameTober. We're going to continue and beat the rest of this game for the rest of this video. Probably later today. I just need to take a break, go to work, come back, and then eat dinner, and then continue the game. Sounds good. Alright, thanks for watching once again. See you next time at Hybrid Games GameTober. Bye.